Texsom, the Texas Sommeliers Conference, was born 10 years ago when the Four Seasons' James Tidwell partnered up with Drew Hendricks to create educational seminars and a competition for wine professionals. 10 years later, it's better than ever. Here's a look at Texsom 2014.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for being here tonight. It's a real great pleasure for the Guild of Sommeliers Education Foundation to participate in the judging and awarding of 2014 Best Sommelier in Texas Award.
The Best Sommelier in Texas Award is just one of the programs that's part of Texsom, the Texas Sommeliers Conference.
The Guild is really proud to support Texsom. It's one of our favorite organizations and favorite competitions that we're involved in.
The event is held annually at the Four Seasons Resort and Club, and over the past 10 years, it has earned recognition as the most influential wine education conference in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think a decade ago when Drew and James said we were going to do this, that one day, 10 years later, I'd be standing what I consider to be the finest wine food event in America, Texas.
The event attracts wine professionals from throughout the country who have the opportunity to learn about and taste wines from around the globe. And they learn about best practices around the industry from the nation's top wine educators. It's a big deal. Conceived a decade ago by Drew Hendricks and James Tidwell.
10 years ago, we had an idea, separate ideas actually, that we combined to create a sommelier competition and seminars, this event.
It must have been evident from the start that the two had a winner.
Lord, no. We were trying to get past the first one. I remember going to our director of finance here at the Four Seasons and saying, oh, well, Drew and I have an idea. And he said, well, great, let's hear it. And I told him, and he said, do you have a budget for it? I handed him my little one-sheet budget at the time, and he said, well, let's see what you can do with it.
What they did was create an event that attracted attention from the start.
Even the first year, we felt that this was worth continuing. But the moment that we knew it was truly sustainable was, I believe in 09, maybe 10 actually, 10, that we had Serge Hochar from Chateau Mouzar, a storied, iconic winery in Lebanon, do our first ever iconic winery retrospective.
The buzz generated by that seminar has propelled Texsom into its next decade, bringing some new developments.
Texsom is principally known as a conference, but in reality, it's become a brand over the last few years. And so as a brand, we've expanded in line with our mission by buying the Dallas Morning News wine competition.
And teaming up with the Four Seasons, there's a new way to experience the conference.
The Four Seasons corporate world has asked each of our hotels to come up with an extraordinary experience that could really only be had at that property. And so for the property here in Irving, we have been chosen, Texsom has been chosen as the extraordinary experience because it doesn't happen anywhere else.
Patrons who purchase the Extraordinary Experience package will go behind the scenes at Texsom with a VIP all-access pass, including a personal sommelier concierge
to walk you through the conference and let you see all the bits and pieces and complexities of this great event where so many luminaries in the wine world come together, and so it will be an extraordinary, truly extraordinary experience for someone who loves wine.
That gets to the heart of Texsom's mission, to raise the standard for wine and beverage service so that wine lovers enjoy the experience.
And part of professionalism in a hospitality environment is being gracious and hospitable and being able to take all this, quite frankly, rather geeky wine knowledge that we have and not put it out there in a way that we confuse people or try to impress people, but rather in a way that we actually try to help people and we can translate that information so that people can find the bottle of wine that they love.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting. To get ready for Texsom 2015, visit Texsom.com.